clean my lens because there's sperm all over it. Yeah. I wonder if Gina's going to be in here to tell me how the quality is. Hello, everybody. I'm just out here in the garage, as usual. As usual. Hey, Kyle Call from Montana, Ontario. Wow, people are really pouring in. How's the quality of the video? Because I'm out in the garage on like Wi-Fi. Big love from UK. Thanks, man. I've been hustling hard, boys. Quality's great. Thanks. SN95 looks good. It's been doing all right. I I feel like I finally have like 10 minutes to sit down and just chill out. I look like I'm tired. John's from Texas. Raul. Santiago. Hi, Kyle. Looks good. New Mexico. Washington, Ohio. Nice. Ready to go. They both run. That's okay? I just swapped out plug wires and stuff on my car. Plug wires and new plugs in it. It sounds a lot better than it did before. So hopefully that's my issue. So from Florida, my northern brother. I wish I was in Florida. When you're doing a Hemi build, I don't know. I got to get rid of something to do a Hemi build, but I really want to do one. Running is always good. Kyle Bennett's from Louisiana. You should switch to an F body. Sask. City that rhymes with fun. Sask and fun. Yeah, so I actually tested Gina's car out today. I didn't film it because it was just messing around on the highway. It went 1149 at like 128 on the streets. Hemi build? Yeah, I would love to get myself a 5.7 Hemi. That'd be so much fun. Massachusetts, love your work. All the way from Sweden. What up, bro? Should I just stay live until... What size snail on the SN95? It's 88 mil. Should I just stay live until Miles of Mayhem? Like how long? I think that cuts out your live after 48 hours on YouTube. 128 is really 10s at the track. Yeah, so it was 2.160 foot on the street, and then it ended up going 1149. Shade Tree, come help me finish my car. So he was the one who was with Dan, DD Speed Shop, last year, Miles of Mayhem. They got lots of spare time. Yeah, they both run, but I've been busting ass. What tires? Street tires or slicks? It was on the Hoosier DR2s, 26-inch talls. So I couldn't launch out the trans brake or anything like that. It just wouldn't hook up on the streets. Our streets aren't that great. How many horses is Gina's car at the moment? It peaked 11 pounds of boost. 11 pounds of boost on those turbos is probably 550, 600 wheels, something like that. Is it an LS or an A2 deck? It's an LS. I don't have any Ford products. Not that Ford products aren't good. They're just expensive to build. Did the tires clear the fenders okay? They're like this close to rubbing, but the car is set up with a lot of anti-squat. So it's instead of like squatting off the line, I think it lifts the ass end up. And I think we're going to be okay with the rear tires on that thing. And they're only for at the track. We have a set of tires to... I got to block that sun. We have a set of tires already for street driving. And I don't think Gina's going to be able to bring a trailer because I have nowhere to mount a hitch on that car. Just where the dual exhaust is, there's no provisions for a trailer. And I don't really want to pull off where like the bumper is because I don't think that's very strong. So she's probably just going to carry her tires, and then I'm going to pull a trailer. How much prep work do you have left on all three cars? So Tokyo's car, like I said, is at Daddy Cal's for the wiring, and I don't film over there just because he asked me not to. Oil just started coming out of my car? Oh, where I took the filter off. I cut the filter open on both cars. But yeah, we don't film over Daddy Cal's. He just didn't want to because people are weird on the internet. And yeah, he's doing the wiring over there. Hopefully that thing is running in the next couple days, and we'll get a day or two to test on it before we take it to Miles of Mayhem. My RX-7 is a 363 dart block and debating 88 or 100 millimeter turbo. That's a big discrepancy in turbo sizes. I would personally take a horsepower goal and then go from there. I really hope Tokyo's gets done in time. I will admit fully that I burnt myself out 100% getting Tokyo's car done. And I've uploaded a video every second day for what seems like forever. But it was probably like 10 or 12 videos in a row. And then I took a day off to go down and visit Gina down at Animathon. And I filmed there too. So it's not that I didn't film. But I can't upload that because that's going on Gina's channel. So I didn't really get a full break. Yeah, I didn't really get a full break. You can tell in the videos need time off. Yeah, but it's flat out. It's flat out from now until Miles of Mayhem, and then Miles of Mayhem is flat out too with filming and editing. So I'll get my rest after Miles of Mayhem. But after that event, there's Tokyo there. He wants a sensor. 1 second. Here? I went live on video. On the TV.
Are you jerking it in here?
I gotta find them now. There's a box with 2 sensors in it. Right here. No, that's not it. That was the old box.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, the Shake John phone on me, did you?
Where did I put those?
98 people watching you.
98, yeah, over here, look. Thank you, sir.
And Danny Cal was like, where's the pressure transducer? I'm like, I'm probably going to go with where everything else went. And the answer is Gina's car.
Tokyo, you frigged up my live video.
Alright. You knew I was coming.
A video and a live? Yeah, I did. I started one anyways. He needed a pressure transducer for his dome pressure sensor so he could do boost control. I love how all 3 cars are set up the same way. It doesn't make for great footage, but it doesn't make for great footage that they're all the same car, but it makes great for like swapping parts because I took parts off mine to put on Gina's and Gina's on Tokyo, so it works out pretty good. But like I said, I've been so burnt out, and after Miles of Mayhem is going to be a little bit of downtime, and then I've got to try and like switch the channel back up a little bit, do fun things that are stupid and help sort of pay the bills. Like the lawnmower is fun and it got lots of views, and stupid stuff that is going to just be more than flatline views on YouTube. Just because if I'm going to make it a full-time job, it has to pay like a full-time job at the same time. I don't 100 understand all you're doing, but you explain everything so clearly, so thank you for that. Yeah, I try to do my best. And honestly, I'm a lot like you guys. Whereas I'm learning at the same time that I do it. So I'm just explaining on the process on how I'm learning it, basically. And then maybe it'll help you guys too. The biggest thing is just getting out there and starting to do it. I did notice one thing today. You'll see it in the video, actually. Gina's drive shaft yoke, it was leaking out. Like I jacked up the front of her car to change the oil, and then oil started leaking out her transmission, but it wasn't leaking like past the seal here. It was actually leaking out the back of the drive shaft. Well, apparently there's some bolt-in style drive shaft yokes, and there's some that are not. Like this one, there's a slip yoke. Well, you can use it like a slip yoke, but it was actually intended to be a bolt-in one. So I had to like JB weld a plate in the end of it to seal it off. So that's our quick fix, because there's nowhere we're going to get a drive shaft yoke and a drive shaft. What time is it right now? I don't even know what time it is anymore. I've lost track of the time, the day. Hitting the like button, I would super appreciate that. Currently running a Holy Terminator ECU on E85 with built power glide. That sounds fun. It's not stupid if it does. I didn't want to TIG weld to the cast. I wasn't sure if it was going to warp any of the cups or anything like that. Honestly, love the Miles of Mayhem prep. And the banter in the garage and the cameos of the alien. Yeah, I've been trying to have like as much fun while being out here all the time. I laugh every time you use a jack handle for parts. Speaking of that, there's a jack handle in the bandsaw right now for Tokyo's Endlings. I thoroughly enjoy your videos no matter what you're working on. Keep it up. I appreciate it. Like my core group of supporters, no matter it seems like what I upload, seems to be awesome. Like you guys are what make it for me. And like I'll upload videos and sometimes I'll get upset over like how much views it gets versus how many views it doesn't get. And it seems like if you put a lot of effort into a video, it's not going to do as good as one you just shit through together. But honestly, the core group of guys is awesome, and I love it. I appreciate you guys so much. That may sound corny, but I'm a little weird too. 1 a.m. over here in Sweden, if that helps. It does, yeah. Cecil Payton loves watching the videos. Thank you, sir. Next build mini bike frame made out of jack handles. Actually, we had a really funny idea, and I don't know how to go about it. But we wanted to build a ride-on hot dog. You know, like the Oscar Mayer Wiener like hot dog car? Well, we want to make a small one, just a ride-on one. How about them cheddar smokies, eh? Man, I bit into a cheddar smoky and I got cheese all over my face. Can't really say running. LO car's been down all season prepping for boost instead of spray. Oof. When you building a drift car or drift trike? I don't know. I'm not into going sideways. You can only pick a number of things. If I got into drifting, I'd have to get rid of the drag cars, I think. I just don't have enough room. Actually, one of my neighbors around here called bylaw on me today, and a bylaw officer showed up and he was like, hey, are you running like an automotive shop out of your garage? Like taking in automotive work and charging money for it? And I was like, nope, absolutely not. That's not what I'm about. And then he was like, you're allowed to work on your friends' cars and all that stuff. We can't stop you from doing that. It's just if there's like money transactions, you can't be doing that. You probably need like a permit or some shit. But one of my neighbors is pretty upset about the noise, is what he said. But that wasn't his jurisdiction, so he didn't give a shit about the noise. But one of my neighbors not impressed that I own race cars, 100%. And frankly, I really don't care. Fiberglass / carbon fiber. Man, like what my passion is right now, and it changes all the time, is I really want to build that open wheel F1 car out of the CBR 1000 engine. If you tried building a mono wheel, I would watch that content. That seems really hard. That's why I moved out of the city. Two-step it again. It's Fort Mac, tell your neighbor to get bent. Exactly. Build a wiener that shoots hot cheese out of it? Can you imagine? My beard is so like, I didn't hit puberty. Like right here is good, because this is thick, but right here is like, nah, bro. Try puberty again. I'm just stoked that like, I feel confident. I feel confident in Gina's car, 100%. That car, I could start it up and go drive it 100 kilometers, no problem. The mullet is staying. It's actually growing out everywhere because I kind of want to do the long hair look for a little bit just to see, and then I can always shave it off after. You can do a burnout in front of your Gina. What are you messaging me? Gina's telling me something. The mullet has to stay, yeah. The long hair, I actually like it. The only time I don't like it is when I'm on the creeper on the floor and I've friggin' run it over a couple times. And when you run it over with a wheel, it gets stuck like this and it sucks it in. And you can't go forward or back because the wheel is stuck on it. And you can't lift your body off it because your head is jammed down because it's on the wheel. And I pulled out so much hair from the creeper. Rock the high pony. I should rock a high pony. I've also completely neglected the Honda, which I didn't mean to do. I meant to test that. But like I said, the Miles of Mayhem prep, and here's the story. Tokyo is basically, he's like one of my best friends. Like him and Gina, I wouldn't be able to get rid of either of them. And Tokyo obviously crashed his car last year. He hit a pole. Like he picked up his dad at the airport, and he must have accelerated a little bit, and the wheel fell off, broke all the studs. And just by chance, the car went off the road, and there was a pole there. So we hit the pole, wrote the car off. We bought him that Malibu. A whole bunch of people came together for that, and I'll appreciate everybody who helped contribute financially to that, because I wouldn't have been able to do it by myself just to buy him another car and whatnot. So I appreciate all those guys, but it's been sitting since last year. Nobody really had motivation to do anything over the winter. It was a tough winter for me, which eventually led up to me quitting my job, so I could do this full time and make a go at it and have fun. And you know what? It's been awesome. It's been a little bit stressful just where the money comes in from YouTube, because obviously the algorithm changes periodically. But we were left with this car, and after I got mine together, it was like, well, July 1st, we brought it in the garage. And yeah, it had to be a decision made if I was gonna dedicate the next month of my life to building this car for my best friend so that he could come on Miles of Mayhem with us, which was the event we've always been planning around for the last year. So yeah, I talked with Gina, and we knew that the content wouldn't be like huge view wise. It obviously the core audience, like you guys, were gonna watch the videos, and it was gonna maintain the channel. But yeah, I had to make the decision that, am I gonna dedicate the next month of my life to building my best friend the car that he's always wanted, like to replace the one that he always wanted. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, so that's it. That's basically what happened. So we're 5 days short of Miles of Mayhem now, I think, before we have to leave. Today is Tuesday. We leave on Saturday. And Quentin's family, I'm guessing that's CJ, and he knows that I've got bylaw called on me. Tokyo's car still isn't drivable yet, but I know everything in the drivetrain works. I know everything in the drivetrain works. And it's just, like, I want to give this to him, because I know he's, like, the best friend anyone could ask for, basically. I know he would do anything for anybody, which, like, it means a lot. I know if I drove my ass 2 hours out of town and broke my car, he would be the first one to be like, okay, I'm grabbing your trailer. Where are you? I'm coming to pick you up. So I did it. I did everything in my power to give him that car, and I don't know. I hope he appreciates it. I hope he knows that I appreciate him more than anything. Okay. Yeah. So I'm throwing everything I got at building this car for Tokyo. Oh, I have to put I still got to put the hitch on my car so I can pull my trailer too. And I've been looking at the garage, and today is the first day I feel like I can just drag my feet and still get a couple things done and still feel ready for Miles of Mayhem. Also, huge shout out to Gina, because she's been on the back end, like tidying up the house and making sure I'm fed, and like doing laundry so we have clothes for Miles of Mayhem. So huge shout out to Gina. Huge shout out to everybody who subscribed to Gina on her OnlyFriends account at Alien Trash Kitty, because really that helps let us do full-time online things. You're a true friend and should be so proud of yourself. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just, it's a lot. Do you know Who? Do you know Mitchell from Stapleton 42? I don't think so. Who's your co-pilot on Mom, or are you riding solo in each car? So far, yeah, we're just riding solo. We don't know if all the cars are going to make it, so it'd be nice to have an empty spot if we have to leave one car somewhere or something. We don't plan on it, but that's the ultimate plan, I guess. True romance with Gina, total bromance with Tokyo. 100% good God, Kyle. I'll ride you, Kyle. Ooh, Dan's not gonna ride with me. He's gonna ride me. So there's Dan at DD Speed Shop. Shade Tree Mechanical was in here earlier. They were a duo last year. Dan at DD Speed Shop. Probably half the reason that my hair is long now, because he just looks so damn sexy. Oh, Stapleton 42 has the fastest. I remember seeing the LS Escalade. Like, I know people buy their cars a little bit, but not by the channels. I don't watch a ton of YouTube. I don't have enough time. I'm literally in here all the time. Like I said, I'm glad I didn't keep track of the hours that I put out here, because it's been a lot in the last little bit. DD Speed Shop is sexy as fuck, but he can't weld. Yeah, but he can do body work. So imagine me combined with Dan as a duo, as one dude. We'd just be unstoppable. How's the weather out there? It's probably like 75, 80 degrees Fahrenheit here. Oh. Oh, Ninjetness Gaming. She's from like Gina's channel. What up? Glad you can make a live video. I actually haven't done a live video in a while. Is the car done yet, Josh? I don't want to come out of my dressing room to a crappy car. So Dan, are you actually riding with Josh, or are you bringing your own car? Will you ever build a cross cart? I kind of want to build a cross cart, but more F1 style, just for road track, not for off-road. So I set the AC to in my garage. We don't need AC here. Did you ever get into other games besides Fortnite? Before, really, really bad. But when I was like, how old? 12 years old, probably. I got into RuneScape for a really, really, really long time. Basically, it's more how much time you put into it and how hard you grind is like basically your level in the game. So I spent probably 10 years of my life playing that game. And then my first shooter game was Counter-Strike 1.6. And then after that, I stopped gaming for a long time. Dan said he's rolling with Josh if he quits being lazy and finishes his car. Otherwise, I'm a free agent. Okay, Dan, I have a seat right there. It's a metal Kirky. If you need a spot, you can come ride with me, bro. I put this fancy pants motor in my car to attract Kyle, but he saw the carb and said, no way. No, I saw the carb and I said, you have basically 5 wires to hook up. What's taking you so long? How many wires in a carburetor? You need starter wire and the wire for the coils. 2 wires. Two wires. You got 2 wires put in. It's easy. Who was the guy 2 videos ago who came in the garage all dressed up? I never seen him before, and the button down. So that is Colby. He owns Legacy Dodge, or Legacy Auto Group, sorry. He's been a nice sponsor on the channel. He's been a really, really great friend, and I appreciate him a lot too. He's just a genuinely nice guy and super awesome. Kyle, I am honored and excited to be broken down on this road beside you. Hey, dude, how old are you? I was born in 1990. Sometimes I forget I think I'm 31. Yeah, 31 now. I feel like after like 26, I just keep forgetting the number that I am. 31 years old. Look, this look like a dude who's 31. Oh, built like a friggin' tank. If you had unlimited time and money, what would your dream build be? Right now, my dream build would be to build a Formula 1000 car. And it's not like super expensive, but that would be super fun. Been following you and ATK. Keep up the great work. 90s babies. Yep. I seen a meme the other day that represented my life a lot. And it was basically when you look at your coworker and he says he was born in 2001, but he's 20, but you were born in 1990 and you're 20, that got me in the feels, because pack it deep, sell it cheap. I'm starting my own OnlyFans, by the way. Who's subscribing? If I can get 10 subscribers, I'll start one right now at $20 a pop. Full peen. Teens will call you old, and anybody older will call you a kid, basically. Fly me out, I'll work for free. You fly me out, and I'll work for free. How about that? You want to know who has the real old audience? DD Speed Chop, because he's always doing like 55 Chevys. He's all like, this is my new 55 Chevy today, and then I bought one yesterday, and then this one's got 4 doors, I'm gonna make it 2 doors. Friggin' DD Speed Chop. Had some kid tell me I was born in the late 1900s. I say that all the time now. The late 1900s. Actually, Sully, our boy, we were out and there was an old truck on the ground, and it looked really nice. It was like a slam truck on the ground, but it must have been like a 60s or 70s truck. And he was like, I like that truck. It looks like it was made in the 19s. And I was like, wow. Yeah, it was made in the 19s, sir. You're not wrong. I'm not built for talking like this. My throat's getting all sore. I'm used to skipping the talking part. Gets weird when you go to a bar and your friend's kids there. Oh, I really should get out and test my car today, huh? I tested it already. It gets a little warm. I should build a shroud, and then the trans gets a little warm too. The trans was up to like 210 when I was driving it. Ever thought about body swapping a car? Seems like something right up your alley. Nope. Not doing any body work. I don't know how to do body work. GI Slow is solid. GI Slow, if it works correctly, will be solid. So if your Mustang was smoking because of the rocker, turbo, what explains the rocker? So I feel like the turbo smoking helped us find the underlying issue of the rocker, to be honest. However, there was fuel puddling from one cylinder to the other, which didn't help the smoke at all, but I feel like the turbo smoking did help us find the rocker. What did you say? No, the chat is gone. I've seen something about mini tubs, but it rolled away. This car is mini tubbed. This one, not mini tubbed. If that answers your question. The car seems good now. It's not smoking anymore, but I don't know if you guys seen the last video, but the discrepancy between eBay fittings and not eBay fittings was crazy. This was an eBay fitting right here, and the inlet of this one, well, the inlet of this one right here is the actual size it should be. The outlet right here tapers down for whatever stupid reason. And that is less than ½ an inch, which is the size of like a normal -10, and this is a -12. So less than ½ an inch, and then the actual -12 more than 9/16. So it's a big difference in size on the inside. It's a lot of flow, and you have to think diameter of a circle, the volume, pi r squared. Yeah, so it gets a lot more, like the volume it can hold by just a little tiny bit bigger diameter wise. A half inch makes all the difference. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Good question. I want to be still making YouTube videos. I'd like to see True North Turbos and BSI be more successful than it is. It's been growing basically double every year since we started, which is good, but it can always get better. And I want to see those turbos. We know we have the proper turbos and really good turbos. It's just getting them on winning cars now. We have a ton of turbos out there, just not a lot on high horsepower winning cars. So I feel like the first couple that get on big horsepower cars, they're going to make a huge difference. Please turn on closed captions. YouTube used to do it automatically, but it's not anymore. Thanks. Can I do that from... I'm not sure if I can do that in a live video. Or do you mean in the actual videos? Built for Battle Vet, you're out. All right, peace, bro. I appreciate you dropping in. I've got an N54 twin turbo. Would BSI work on these? No, we don't do anything that small. I look like a homeless Santa. Makes me miss my SN95. I wish I had a new edge. I'll trade this for a new edge. How about a blower for the 5.3 or 6.0 for those with limited space? Honestly, blowers are great. I just don't like how much heat they make. Will you do daily uploads on Mom? That is my goal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it now that I'm competing in it and doing the driving, because I used to do a lot of the editing while I was driving, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do daily uploads, but I'm going to try my best. I'm already pre-burnt out. I might take the next couple days, just take it a little bit easy, try and finish up some of the fab work, some of the extra things that we need to put in the car, like cup holders, wire in the fans a little bit better, stuff like that, that are easy and not stressful. And then try and hit it hard on Miles Mayhem. SN95s are awesome. They are awesome. Make sure you guys go check out boostedlifestyle.com for all your merch, because merch helps out the channel big time. And you were going to buy a hat or a shirt anyways, so you might as well get one. Full walk around on the mullet. I can do you one better. I'm on a spinny chair right now. Yeah. Extra heads? Are you making prefab parts for us to order your fab work? No. I was thinking about adding a couple things to my merch store. One of the things I was thinking about adding was like spark plug gapping tools. Ones that you can thread the spark plug into, stick your feeler gauge in and you tighten it down. That'd be a pretty cool one. Just think about extra things that we can make to, you know, get some cool stuff out there. What brand turbo do you like to use? My own turbo, True North turbos. You plan on making some smaller frame turbos or just big? So I think we've worked our way down to like 62 mil right now, which are like the size of Gina's turbos. Can we order your merch in the UK? I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure I have shipping set up to the UK. Name one thing right now that I should pack that I will probably forget to pack. Something that you might have had an issue with that you were like, oh shit, it would have been nice to have an extra one of those or something. Penis pump. Nice, writing it down. Where's my marker? Pants, clean boxers. What color is that green? Not sure. Okay, everyone's talking about... I was thinking about the car parts. Spark plug socket. Coolant water. Okay, we got that. Plug wires. Okay, I was gonna do plug wire. Extra sensors. That's smart. Belts. I've got an extra belt. Gina. Blinker fluid. Never thought about that. U-joints is a good one. Don't know if I can get 1350 U-joints before we leave. We all have a spare belt. I was thinking about bringing a spare alternator. I don't have time to get a motor plate, but that would have been smart too. Alternator and starter, because all three of us run the same combo, we can all interchange the starter and alternator. Boost clamps is smart. Clamps. Jump box, yep. Jump box. Spare mullet. We won't be able to get axles in time, but all three cars have 35 spline axles, so I hope they'll be fine. Duct tape would be a smart one too. Tape and zip ties. Beer. I don't drink beer. Sometimes I'll have the occasional Truly. Trailer for the inevitable breakdown. That's sad. Love your content. Are you concerned about the car laws restricting custom builds? Not currently in Canada. And then I'll move on to something else if that becomes the case, because I'm universal. I just like building shit. Rad fans or rad. A rad would be smart, but I don't think we could carry it in a trailer. Micro dot? What's a micro dot? Rubber hose. Hose. That's a smart one. We're also bringing wire with alligator clips would be smart. Clips. We're also bringing a bunch of like AN hoses, so like 4 AN, 6 AN, 8 AN, 10, because a lot of our stuff is all AN hoses, so we're going to bring a bunch of that as well. JB Weld is smart. Fuses is smart. GoPro batteries. I have to find my GoPro. I don't even know where I friggin' lost it. Tire plug kit. That's a good one. I'm just writing this down on my table, by the way. The G-body is at Daddy Cal's shop getting the wiring done right now. Brake component bolts. Plenty of spark plugs. We have lots of spark plugs. Ooh, cans of compression. Bring compressions. Those are cheap, right? The other thing I was thinking about is like an idler pulley because we blew one of those last year. My wallet. Yep. When are you going to work on the lawnmower? When I get back. Honestly, I've just been flat out. A left-handed screwdriver. Oh, I got one of those with my left-handed hammer. Many pairs of sacks. So I think we got a pretty good list of things that I didn't even think about. Spare lifters. I actually have spare lifters here. I don't know if I'm going to bring them because you'd have to pull the head to do the lifters. And I feel like if I'm pulling the head, then I'm probably bowing out of this. I got 3 cans of race gas, fuel pump. Yeah. Okay, the problem with mine is I run an external fuel pump, and I wish I had a spare one. I wish I had a spare fuel pump. I have a MagnaFuel 750, but really the price of them, I just couldn't justify buying another one to have a spare one when I need a bigger fuel pump anyways. The funnel. What was your personal best on GI slow? It went 814, 167 miles an hour, bending the rods last year. Multimeter, smart. Instead of Tesla, I'm writing multimeter. Quick setting JB Weld. I bought JB Weld, and then I realized it wasn't quick setting, so this one's been sitting for... It's still tacky. It's been sitting for like an hour, so. Okay, we have 3 trailers full now and only 1 trailer, so. Get a bigger fuel pump and keep the 750 as a backup. Ultimately, that's the plan. I just can't justify spending $1,000 right now when I can take that $1,000 and put it into something else to make more videos. So that's my biggest mentality right now, is doing the most that I can YouTube wise, without like blowing the budget out the window. So race cars, not the smartest idea, but when we get back, it's going to be a little less on the race cars, a little more on the fun stuff. If you guys are all right with that, I hope you guys are. Yeah. I feel like you guys are, my core audience are good with anything, so. Healy coils is good. I'm not allergic to anything, but allergy meds, measuring gauges. Relays is a really good one. My car runs on relays, basically. I have 11 relays in the car. You bring me a t-shirt? I wonder if I should bring merch with me. Might help pay for fuel, but then I have to carry it around everywhere too. Maybe I'll try and bring some merch. That'd be smart. Glass cleaner and rags. I need that. I also need Rain-X because I don't have windshield wipers. A vise that has been fixed down. I have a mounted vise now. I can literally watch your videos even if you go to the market. You guys are hilarious. Thanks. I really appreciate it. I try and be... I noticed that a lot of my videos... Joey Perry, what's up? He's got the fuckboy, golden fuckboy helmet. I appreciate you. That means you are subscribed to the channel for more than 6 months. Like, subscribed. Like a member of the channel. Yeah, I try and be just my open, fun self all the time. I noticed in a lot of my videos, they were like time-lapsed, and I didn't do a lot of talking in them, and it was focused so much on what I was building that if I wanted to build myself as a brand and have you guys enjoy my personality and me as a person, then I actually have to talk and communicate with you guys more than just building things. So I hope that in the future you guys see me being more me in videos versus just the videos being specific on whatever I'm building and being strictly about that. Because I like to advertise myself more as a person than what I'm building. Have you let anyone drive your car? I haven't, but I'm not against people driving it. We love you, G. Thanks, Wes. Injectors. Tokyo's got a spare set of injectors we could probably bring, to be honest. I don't have a spare set of injectors. I just, after the fiasco with pulling mine out and spraying brake cleaner in them, I actually had them cleaned. So mine are brand new cleaned. Gina's not brand new cleaned, but I just got her car sorted. When we were driving down the highway at like 2,000 RPM in Gina's car, because she's got 1,500 cc injectors, the duty cycle was only like 2.3 to like 3.0. And what was happening was it would go like a little bit lean and it would overcompensate a ton by taking out 10% of fuel, but 10% of like 2% duty cycle is like a ton in that regard. So it was going, so what I did was I got the fuel table really, really close in the cruising part, and then I turned off the learn table in the bottom part. So now hers cruise is really, really nice. Doesn't overheat. Launch is really good. Went 1149 on the street at 128 miles an hour. I feel like Gina's car is pretty sorted. Just the drive shaft was leaking, that was all. I could be bringing a ton of wire too. Little DC injector pulse, that'd be smart. I feel like we should be pretty handled now after them being cleaned. Love more Canadian content. When you come to Ontario, I probably won't. The only time I went to Ontario was my mom lived there, so I went to visit her. The fuel pump rebuild kit, I didn't even know that was a thing. But I was actually born in Ontario. I'm going to upgrade my turbos from the VS 7875, and I'll be checking your TNT 88. Ooh, you want to make lots of power, dude. Before you do that, message me either on Instagram or whatever with your horsepower goals. The 88 might not be the best turbo for you. So message me first. We'll talk about it, and we'll size the right turbo for you, because that makes all the difference. Money for Malibu's 2.0. Can I get your best? Bam! Wait. I can't give you a bam, but I give you peanut butter and jam. I appreciate it, sir. Everything literally goes back into the cars. This is my life. You can ask Gina. I'm out here literally all the time. Just a cheap 380 liter per hour fuel pump just so you can get stuck. So I might take the 255 fuel pump out of the lawnmower here, and I might get the adapter fittings for it so I can take it with me. Green eggs and ham. Portable griddle. That's always good to have. It would be. Dude, glizzies at the racetrack. Fry me up some glizzies. Eating some glizzies at the racetrack. Steven, I really appreciate your $10 though. Like I said, it goes back right into the channel, so it means a lot. Need a before you go checklist and an on-site checklist. I am so bad with organization. That's why I started putting checklists here on the table. Your track grills? Damn, ours has like a deep fried hamburger, I think. Maybe? No, they're grilled. They're pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, our racetrack's pretty good. But my racetrack's 5 hours away. That's why I'm trying to move kind of a little bit out of the race car realm and more into the hobbyist stuff. Don't forget the jack handle. I don't have a jack handle. Thank you again, Stephen. I really appreciate it. Tokyo deserves the best class act. I agree wholeheartedly that Tokyo deserves that whole car that we can give them. And I wish I could do bodywork because I would help do bodywork on that car, make it a little bit more. Anvil C6 says, good luck at mom. Like I said, I appreciate it, guys. Literally everything. Literally everything's going back into the cars. Hey, like the live feed people algorithm crap. It helps. Someone to check, you've checked the list. DD Speed Shop needs a race car. He does. I would love for him to let me come turbo a car for him. Like, do the fab work on a turbo kit. Good luck with your YouTube channel. Looks all legit to me. You're a bylaw officer. I really hope that is the bylaw officer because that would be amazing. If it is you, I know you wrote down my phone number when you came to the door earlier. Just send me a text message. Honestly, I'd just like to communicate with you just to clear the air a little bit. I'd really appreciate it. Hey, Kyle, it's Marty from Marimbi. Looking forward to seeing you guys again at Kilometers of Chaos. Thanks, Marty. I can teach you some body work. I would really appreciate a little bit of body work finesse. Like if Gina is checklist manager. If someone wanted to help me figure out body work, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, I'm not a fan of all the dust that it leaves around and stuff, but I would do it for Tokyo. Or someone teach Tokyo to do it, so that's what he can be. He can be the bodywork guy. No. So the funny thing, Steven, about the Malibu's 2.0 hood was I built the turbos and I tried to build them really close to the fenders. And they were below the body line a little bit. Carrie Lewis, thank you, sir. What's up from the film industry? I believe you're my Hollywood set guy. I appreciate the donation. Like I said, it's going back into Tokyo's car and funding Miles Mayhem. Like I said, when I built Tokyo's hood, or the turbos, it was below the hood line. And it was all good. And then we realized that there was no body mounts in the front of the car. So when we put the body mounts in it, it actually sucked the fenders down. So then there's a big gap between the fenders and the turbos now. Yeah, so now we got to put the old hood back on, which is not bent, and hammer it out a little bit more to clear the turbos. But it'll have turbo bumps. It's just part of the character of the car now, I think. And an alternator bump, because the new alternator that I bought is actually slightly bigger than the old one, I think. If Tokyo needs bodywork, just let me know. I can do it. Dude, if you're serious about it, let us know, because like I said, we don't have a lot for the car, but the Malibu has a 8.8 rear end. We don't have a lot for the car, but like I said, the Malibu was built on love and a bunch of people putting in time that they really didn't need to put time in on it, but just doing it for the guy that's behind the car. The diesel badge is awesome. My pops had an old 98 diesel. I forgot about the diesel badge on the back of the car, and I wasn't even aware that they came in diesel. But once again, thank you guys for all supporting the channel. Just coming to watch and hang out. It means a lot to me. I did get the text come through that the bylaw officer who was in the chat who said who had came to the house earlier. He was in the chat. He just messaged me. I seen it come across the top. That a little bit bummed me out earlier, because I'm not purposely trying to piss anybody off in my neighborhood. I'm literally just trying to do me and have fun. I'm not trying to I'm not going out doing burnouts out there. I'm not doing two-step tests out there. I'm doing my best that I can. But yeah, I was a little bit bummed out earlier from that. And the fact that he came in here and just checked it out, it's pretty cool. It put a smile on my face, and it puts a smile on my face that you guys are on here too. What happened with the lawnmower? Update soon? Yeah, like I said, I was just working on the car so much that I have all the parts to put it back together. I just need to put it back together. Willie says your channel rocks. It's the best channel. Thanks, man. You should start a trend on Twitter. You should start a trend on Twitter and push you to 1 million subs. All right, I got ideas right now. Twitter trends. I have 100 followers on Twitter because I don't use Twitter. I have like 860,000 followers on TikTok, so I think a TikTok trend might do a little bit better, but I might jump off here now, put an oil filter back in my car. I might go try and test it out just to see if it gets hot at all. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for showing up. I appreciate the donations to Tokyo's car, all of you guys. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. Bill M. Sorry, I missed you, Bill. Bill said Tokyo can fix it up with the diesel badge on the trunk, but keep the diesel badge on the trunk. So I'm going to jump off, guys. And yeah, if you guys are on the Miles of Mayhem, if you guys are on the Miles of Mayhem trip, hit me up. It's great to talk to you guys. FPVJT said, Red Bull money. I love the 45mm wastegate. It works great with my 76mm turbo. Like I said, I appreciate it. I love that you guys are running our products. It means a lot to me as well. And if you guys have photos of them, send them to me on my Instagram. I look at them all. KYL3 Williams on Instagram. Peace easy, guys. Have a good day. And hopefully I can upload another video here in a couple days for you guys with some updates.